Hello you guys, it is Black Anime here with another Black Anime video. Today I'm going to tell you how to go to Anime Expo AX. Now this is specifically more for 2017, but you could use this video in any year. Don't think, oh, I can't watch this because he released this back in 2016. You can still watch this and it's probably going to help you a lot unless they do some drastic changes. So let's jump right into this. First we have what badge to buy. Regular versus Premier. Now I do Premier. I've done Premier for the last 2 years. I tried it out once, loved it, did it again. But this year they've raised the price to $420. And the ad tax, that's $450. Am I going to still do it? Yes, because I love Premier Pass. With Premier Pass, I get a swag bag, Premier swag bag, so it's a different one from the ones you guys get. It comes with a poster, it comes with a custom lanyard, and all the other stuff that's going to come in the regular swag bag on top of that. You get $50 off a ticketed event. You get Premier Lounge, which is probably the best part of the Premier Pass, is the Premier Lounge. You get all you can eat, not all you can eat, all you can drink soda and water. You get a couch, you get tables with charging ports on them so you can charge your devices. You just have the fact alone that you have somewhere to eat or somewhere just to sit and rest at all times is very nice. And then on top of that, this year they're doing Wi-Fi, so you get Wi-Fi. This year they also doing for the guest of honor, there's a private Premier fan panel for that. Also with Premier Pass you get in front of line for all panels, guaranteed. And sometimes there's a separate Premier line for panels, but yeah, you get that. Separate Premier lines for most events and front of line for some events. It just matters if they're doing front or separate line for Premier fans. It just matters. Then moving on, what else do you get with Premier? You get early access on day one, an hour early. You have a whole hour to explore the exhibit hall, get an idea where everything is, get an idea on what you want, before all the good stuff gets snagged up by everyone else just rushing in there. And then you also get early access to hotel lobby, and you get early access to tickets for sale. I think it's only 48 hours for the tickets though. So there's a lot of stuff, and that's not even everything. I just named off a good amount of the stuff that you get though from Premier Pass, and that's why I personally do it. But if you don't have that kind of money for Premier Pass, there is the regular 4-day badge, you know. But I'm letting you guys know this. It comes with a swag bag and all that stuff and 4-day entry, but the prices will be raising every like 2 months or something. Not this coming, but this Black Friday. I don't know when it is. I should probably look that up. But this coming Black Friday, they will be on sale for $55, and that's when Premier Passes go on sale too. They're not on sale, but they go for sale. And then the regular day passes are on sale for $55. But then they go up. I think it's 3 days after Black Friday. They go up to $65, and then they go up to $75, and I think they reach $80 at door. I could be wrong about that though. So it's up to you which badge you want. I personally like Premier Fan badge, but regardless, either or, I go to the Expo, so I love it. Which hotel to use? That's number 2 for you guys. Sorry about that noise. It's just my laptop. So which hotel to use? Well, there is a lot of hotels. There's a hotel lobby on the website. What that is it's hotels sponsored by AX, and they give us discounts, and really good ones. I would say they're like 50% off almost. For example, I stayed at the JW Marriott last year, first time ever doing that. Normally for 5 days at the JW Marriott for 2 beds, you're spending about, I would say, $3,000. But this time around, we only spent about $17, $18. So, you know, it's super, super cheap if you go through the hotel lobby. So I highly suggest that. I don't know when they are going to open it up. They haven't announced it yet. Normally, it's a little bit closer to AX. I would say it's like end of spring is around the time they open it up. But just keep updated with everything, and you'll find out eventually. But you got to decide what you want from the hotel, too. You know, like, I prefer to have a fridge and a microwave in my hotel room. It's very convenient, you know. I'll talk about that next with reason number 3. But, you know, decide what you want. Do you want Wi-Fi? Do you want parking? Do you want to be able to walk there and back all the time? And that's why I chose the JW, and that's why I'm going to continue to choose the JW. They hold viewings at the JW, which is really cool. So video viewings, that's when they show movies or episodes from series or whatnot in like a little theater, like a mini theater room, you know? So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm going to do for now on, because I could walk there and back. I overload or I overbuy stuff. My bags are full. I just walk them back to the hotel. I'm hungry. I grab something from the fridge from the hotel. I want to change out my cosplay. I go to the hotel. It's just super, super convenient. Moving on to number 3. We have food. Now, lots of you may be like, food? What can you talk about with food? Well, I'm going to tell you this much. Don't buy it from the Expo. Unless you absolutely have to. Like, you feel like you're about to pass out and you don't have the time to wait for a shuttle or walk back. I would not buy from the Expo. And I say this because they are extremely overpriced. My first year there, I got hungry and I was like, okay, I'll just snack on Snickers or something. $4 for the Snickers. $4. And if you're gonna buy food for the Expo, be smart about it. That was dumb of me to buy a $4 Snickers, you know? I should have just looked around, maybe find a vending machine or something, get it way cheaper. But all the prices, they're jacked up. If you ever been to a sporting event or something like that, another kind of expo, you notice that the food there is just crazy expensive. And that's what's like here. And the food trucks outside are not any better. They are extremely expensive too. But you get a lot more food than what you do from the exhibit. What I would do is buy food from like a gas station, buy food from Walmart, Costco, or something, and then stock it in your fridge in your hotel room if you have a fridge, and then you have the microwave there. You can eat your food just like that. You know, it's super easy. But the trick that I'm gonna tell you about drinking too, because you need to stay hydrated, is Gatorade. It helps your electrolytes a lot. Gatorade or Powerade, they're the same thing. But here's the trick about it. You drink some of your Gatorade, you realize, oh, I'm almost out of something. Put water in it. I know it waters it down, it gets rid of the flavor, but it is 10 times, like, you still get that electrolytes, you know? You still get all that energy and all that thirst quenching goodness from that drink, you know? And you gotta keep hydrated, you gotta keep nutritious. So just stocking up on a cup of noodles isn't gonna help you. You need that energy, because trust me, there is a lot of walking. Moving on to how much money to bring and how much to save. Now, I can't personally tell you how much to bring. If you are buying event tickets, if you are buying stuff from the exhibit hall and Artist Alley, I would honestly suggest, like, at the least $1,000, and that's just for the event. But that's just me personally. And a way to save is limit yourself for each day. That's what I do. I love, and it's still hard for me. You know, I leave money. It's hard for me still because I'm a huge anime fan. I see something I want, I'm afraid it's not going to be there, and I get it. Now, it's one thing for those rare items. If you're walking around, like, here's a story for me. I'm walking around, and I saw this Rider figure, and I got a little bit greedy with my money. I was like, okay, you know, Rider from Fate Zero. I'm like, you know what, I'll wait until the next day. Next day's day 4. It'll be discounted, or I could wiggle it for a bargain. Come back the next day, it's gone. So, you know, you see a regular figure that they only have one of, or a figure that they have a lot of, but you know they're going to get snatched up quick, go for it. But those figures that every stand has, those figures that are just overstocked, don't worry about those. I would honestly wait until day 4, because like I'm saying, day 4 is the day to buy the figure too. Because on day 4, that's when they discount them and you have wiggle room to bargain. Now, in Artist Alley, I wouldn't bargain personally, because all that stuff, they have to buy the materials, they have to put hours into making it, they have to put work into bringing it all to the expo and setting up their stand and everything. You know, that's different from what those guys do. These guys handmade everything. I have 4 dongos over there. I buy 2 each expo I go to, And I didn't care that I didn't get a discount or a deal. I have 5 posters over there. I don't care if I didn't get a discount or a deal on them, because I know lots of people put lots of time, work, and effort into making these, and I love them. So don't bargain in the artist alley. That's just my opinion. If you really want to, you probably can, but I just feel it's a little bit disrespectful. Now, also, if the guy says no, the guy or girl says no, just accept no as the answer. Don't just push and push. Just be respectful and move along. Moving on to number 5. Fly or drive. Now, in my opinion, if you are more than a day's worth away, so more than 24 hours away, I would honestly fly. But that also depends on how many people you go with. Now, that's another way to save money. I'm not saying to bring people just to save money. But if you have friends who like to anime, who wants to go to the expo, bring them. That's cutting down price on gas and hotel for you. And that's if you're driving. Now, if you want to do it this way, this is up to you. If you have enough people that no matter how far you drive, it's cheaper to drive than fly, do it. Because flying to Los Angeles isn't cheap, and then you have to Uber everywhere. It just gets expensive. I understand it. Flying is probably around $300 a person from where I am, and that's Utah, Salt Lake City, Utah. So it's very expensive for me and my girlfriend to go. That'd be $600 when driving would only cost me $300 there and back. I think it's $300 there. Yes, it's $300 there and back, which isn't that bad at all. So that's really up to you though. Fly or drive, you choose. Moving on to 6 days of events. Now the expo goes on from July 1st to July 4th. It ends on the 4th. So if you went to the expo for all 4 days, you wouldn't leave until the 5th. Now, there is a day 0 that I want to mention. This year it's a little bit different. Day 0 is normally a day where you just pick up your badges. Now, if you're a Premiere fan, it will get sent to you if you order it early enough. I think if you order it before June, you should get it in the mail. But yeah, moving on. Day 0, normally a day just to pick up badges, but this year they're holding events, they're holding panels, they're holding concerts, karaoke, all that stuff this year on day 0. So it's like they're trying to make it another day. If you are a regular pass, it's $20 to attend this, but if you premiere, it comes with it. So that's how the event goes. So day 0 is the day to pick up your badge. I highly suggest getting here on June 29th to pick up your badge. I mean, to at least be in Los Angeles. I like to wait in line overnight when I got when I had regular passes. It just guarantees me the badge as soon as possible. I don't have to waste my time just sitting in the hotel room. or spending extra money on the extra night in a hotel. I just sit outside with everyone else who's waiting in line, meet new people, talk about anime, and enjoy. Playing games and all that stuff. It's just fun. Moving on to how to stay up to date on everything Anime Expo. Now, there are several ways to do this. My favorite way is Facebook. Facebook group page. There's a group page run by fans. I love it. It's great. The admins are great people. They understand that this is just for anime. They don't want to see politic posts. They don't want to see posts about what's happening in the world. They want to just see anime. And I love it. And then you get some pretty good advice from that. And then there's an actual Anime Expo AX page where they make some announcements too, which is also really good. And then they also have a Twitter and Instagram, but they're not very active on those as much as they are Facebook. Facebook is probably their biggest active way to get information. And then there's also their website. Their website's really good for information also. Now, moving on to bonus questions and questions that you may have. Now, these are just random questions that I couldn't really make into a segment because they're either too short or there's not enough of topic for them. So, this is probably number 1. When does the exhibit hall open on day 1? Days 1 through 4. They open from 12 p.m. until 6 p.m. on day 1, and then for day 2 and 3 it's 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. and then on day 4 it's 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. But on day one, if you are a Premiere fan, you get in there an hour early, and you have an hour before they let in regular pass. So you have from 11 p.m. until 6 p.m. Another question that may be asked that's not really talked about a lot is, are there rules that I should know about going to this event? There are lots of unspoken rules, but they're pretty much basic matters. Like, one, shower every day, put deodorant on every day, put some perfume, cologne, or body spray on every day. Another unspoken rule, if you're going to take a picture from someone, ask. Now, there are rare situations that you don't. Not rare, but situations that you don't. And I would still try to, or in these situations, that's when there's like 30 people circling this person, just getting pictures and stuff. You could go in, get a picture, make sure you give them like a thumbs up, or like tell them you like their cosplay or something after getting a picture. If someone says no, accept it. And if someone's like eating, sitting down eating, or heading back to their hotel room or something, or like, just relaxing, you see them sitting down with all their props off or something, then don't bug them. I've had that happen to me where I'm just eating my food and then someone feels the need to run up and like tap my shoulder and ask for a picture. Now, it's not, I'm cosplaying. I understand that's going to happen. People are going to ask for pictures. I'm not saying don't ask for pictures. I'm just saying if you see them trying to relax, if you see them eating or doing something that you would be interrupting if you walked up to talk to them, then don't do it. Another rule with cosplayers, just because they said you could take a picture with them doesn't mean you can all of a sudden pick them up for the picture or put your arm around them for the picture. You ask, and lots of cosplays. Now, I'm not a feminist in any way. I'm not like, I don't disagree with the stuff they say or agree with them. But one thing that I've agreed with them, a movement that's been kind of around since 2015 and 16, is the consent. Okay, you see a girl dressing up as someone like Yoko, who wears pretty much short shorts are way too short, and then a bikini top for her outfit. Then that doesn't mean, oh, she's okay with me taking pictures, or oh, she's okay with me holding her for a picture because she must be a slut or something. That's not what that means. You still ask, you still get permission for everything. Another unspoken rule that I feel is pretty important is just respect everyone. Someone bumps into you, you say excuse me or you say I'm sorry, and it goes both ways. You don't just be assholes to each other. Other questions you may have is cosplay. How do I transport? How am I going to protect it? The biggest way you can protect your cosplay is if you put it in like those dry cleaner bags. Those dry cleaner bags that you get from the dry cleaners, the clear ones. I have custom made ones with zippers and stuff for my cosplays. They're really good protecting, and don't put stuff that are going to get them dirty like shoes and stuff with it. And yeah, you guys, that's the video. If you have any questions, please comment below and I will do my best to answer them. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Black Anime out.